Well, good day, folks. Welcome to the MB Wildman channel. On today's video, we're going to take a real quick look at a product I picked up. I got this baby on Amazon, and I've seen them around a little bit, and I got a buddy of mine who's got one who used it, and he really likes it. So I thought we'd take a quick look at it together here and see, if it's worth what all the hype is about. This is a DeadShot FieldPod. Supposed to be a portable, adjustable hunting rest. Supposed to do just about everything except shoot for you, I guess. So anyway, we're going to crack it open, take a look at what we got here, and do a real quick review on it, and then get it out in the field and see how it performs. So anyway, listen, if you haven't yet subscribed to the Wildman channel, we sure would appreciate it. And go ahead and hit that bell so that you get notified when we upload new content. Wouldn't want you to miss any videos. And as always, of course, we're looking for questions, comments, feedback, whatever you got. Go ahead and leave that in the comment section down below, and we'll be sure to get back to you as soon as we possibly can on that. All right, so this was about $120 Canadian on Amazon. I'm sure that they vary in price depending on where you want to get them, but about $1.20, $1.30, that's kind of where I've seen them. It's supposed to be able to hold any, it says any weapon with shape, width, or length of any kind. So it shows pictures of a crossbow here, different rifles, whatever. It's lightweight aluminum construction, weighs only 5 pounds, adjusts from 20 to 42 for different shooting, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's supposed to be really good. I actually bought this with the idea of my ground blind. Shooting it out of a ground blind is what I was kind of thinking, but I guess we'll see what we got here, and we'll decide from there where and how we're going to use it, right? So, listen, if you've got one of these and you've used it and you've liked it or hated it or whatever, or you could even get it out of the friggin' box, because I can't seem to open the box. There we go. Spill my coffee. Holy moly. We'll just put that over there. Okay, so if you've got one of these, like I said, and you like it, hate it, somewhere in the middle, go ahead and leave us a comment down below so that we get some different opinions or points of view on stuff, right? So it's not only hopefully it's not only my, sort of opinion that you're going by, but all right, so we've got a high quality set of instructions. First thing it says is stop. If you have a problem with this product, do not return it to where you bought it. Of course not. Okay. So, wow, this is pretty rugged looking. Okay. Wow. Okay, so first thing I noticed right away is that the construction of this looks very well done. Like it's not flimsy aluminum like the tripod that camera's sitting on. It's actually good metal. The plastic is strong. Like it seems to be very well constructed, which is always good. It doesn't appear to be cheap right out of the box. Nothing worse than buying something for gear and then you open up the box and you're looking at it going, really? This is kind of flimsy. So, okay. Before I start doing stuff, I think I will actually, break down and look at the instructions real quick so I don't break anything. Can't be that complicated. Flip this, turn this, rotate the rails away from the legs using the clamping bracket. Okay, rotate the rails away from the legs using, okay, so loosen this. Oh. Okay, loosen this. Okay, all right. Okay, now this looks all right so far. Now we've got this one that allows this to slide and this one to turn. Okay, so I'm going to just tighten that up for a bit right there. That's already up. This one. Okay, so this middle clamp right here, this is actually a pretty cool rig. So I don't know if you can see me or not. It doesn't really matter if I'm in the picture as long as you can hear me. So this center piece slides on the there's two rails, okay? So you got these two solid rails. You've got this front piece or back piece, whichever, and you've got two Okay, you've got a tightening knob here that you can loosen and tighten. So when you loosen it, it allows this piece to sit up into place, right? And it snaps good and solid. And then you can tighten this piece in. So when you tighten this, all you're doing is pinching these two rails together right here, which is fine, because what you're doing is you're tightening this piece here into it, right? So this is solid. You can turn that like that. Okay, so that becomes solid in place. The same with the front one. Okay, so the front one has that same knob. You've loosened it, right? And then stood this piece up right here, this rest, and then you can tighten this up. Okay, so that's good and tight. Now, you've got the center piece here, which tightens and loosens, and when you loosen this piece, it allows this bracket to move up, this bracket here, and it allows this center piece to slide forward and back, depending on what you, depending on what you want to do. Once you tighten the two end parts up, what it does is it moves the bars in tight together so they don't slide really easy through the center rail. So when you do this for like this, you kind of got to get it where you want it first, and then tighten it down using this top screw. Once this is tightened down where it's supposed to go, then it won't go back and forth this way anymore, and then you can tighten these up. And nothing has to be, these are just barely, like they don't have to be singing tight or anything like that. They just snug up. And then everything is super solid. Okay, so nothing's going anywhere there. So that's kind of what the top looks like. And then as you go through this, you can turn it, right? So it's got a really nice swivel base. Okay, so there's a screw right here that allows this to loosen. And when you loosen this, you have a really nice, easy turning, okay? Right? So it allows it to turn. It also allows it to, that screw I just turned allows you to, right, allows rotation, you know, this way, so you get your elevation the way you want it. Okay, wow, this is cool. There's a lot of great features here. Right, so I'm going to tighten that back up. And you've got this ability, these two clamps will slide, I think. This will slide out or in, yes, no? This clamp here. Yep, so this clamp allows these to slide out and you can lengthen that, right? So however length of whatever you're going to put in here, whatever gun or whatever you're going to use for a rest, you can adjust the length of this, right? As such, okay? You scrunch it up if you want to, or whatever's good for your gun or for your bow or whatever you're going to use. Okay, so that's a great feature there. Turns this way. Again, you've got that rotating feature this way, so you can get it where you want it to go and go back and forth. So this extends. These are good. This is movable. You've got this one that you can tighten. When you tighten this knob on the side, it doesn't rotate anymore, okay? So this side knob right here, the smaller one on the bottom, once you get it all set, it now will no longer easily turn back and forth, but you just loosen this a little bit if you want to, and it allows this. Okay, so that's good. We'll leave that tightened up for now. And then the bottom part appears to be just like any other tripod where you've got a good solid extendable legs. You got 1, 2 for each one. So this actually, when it's done, wow. I'm impressed with this already, and I haven't even had it in the woods yet. I'm still inside, right? So this is great. This will stand up on those 3 very sturdy legs, and you can see, right, if I can move this table, maybe, right, you can see from there, even just sitting, so I'm sitting on the couch, right, and I can easily adjust this thing so that it turns, right, and it's extended as high as it goes, right? But it's right at the, I mean, it's right at my height here, which is good. But as far as construction goes, this is very, very well built. It seems to be quite rugged, and the construction of it is solid. It doesn't appear to be flimsy. Everything, you know, slides easy and feels secure when it comes back together. When it comes together. Okay, and again, you can adjust it to that height as well. So I've just closed up one set of the legs and left the bottom section out. Or of course, if you want to, you can close the bottom section and just bring out that section. They're the exact same length, okay? So you can do that if you want, like this. Right, so you can choose whichever way you want to do that, but this thing adjusts. Where am I in the picture here? This thing adjusts like all over the place. You'd be very hard pressed to find a place where you couldn't adjust this enough, or find a place where this thing fits and sits great. So it also comes with a little carry strap. So once you fold it all back up, if you want to, you can go ahead and pack it in and out. It is light. So it's not that big a deal. As far as putting it back together goes, it's super simple, I think. It looks like it's going to be super easy to use. And I think once I get it where it's going and set up, I really like the tilt feature, right? So that you can tilt it just a little bit if you need to, up and down, you know. Something's coming in a little lower, something's coming in a little higher, you can adjust it, as well as the fact that you can loosen it and swing it like this, you know, as you can track across with it or whatever. So anyway, real neat rig. So far I'm loving this, and let's take a minute and we'll get it out in the field. We'll put a gun in it and just to see how it performs out on some uneven ground. But you know what, for right now, NB Wildman is loving this. Okay, so this is the Caldwell DeadShot FieldPod, and it's $129 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check those out on Amazon for yourself or whatever. But anyway, let's get out in the field and try this out. Okay guys, we're out here, and I finally got a chance to get out in the field with this FieldPod that I did the review on. And I'm telling you what, I'm loving it. Now, just back here on the edge of the field doing a little coyote hunting, and I know that talking to the camera is not really going to bring the coyotes in, but I'm going to get all set up here just in a minute. But I just gave a quick call there now, and we'll see what happens. But this is really great. It's solid. You can adjust the legs like we talked about. Now I'm in a little bit of snow here, about a foot and a half of snow. So I've actually got this leg extended a little farther just to make it solid. But it's everything it's cracked up to be, and I like it. It's got the ability. I've got the gears set just not quite tight, but a little bit, so I can rotate it, right, in case he comes in to the left or to the right. So I'm able to turn easily, you know, even if I'm down on it, right? I can turn easily back and forth, and it gives me, I mean, you can get as much as you need to. I mean, I'd have to shimmy around to shoot this way, but you know what I'm saying. This is my Tikka T3 in 22-250, and it fits. I mean, it's nice and tight, and it fits. You can adjust these arms up and down for whatever, you know, kind of where the way that you're sitting in your shoulder and whatnot. All right, so you can also, you know, if you're down or uphill, right, this also tilts, right, up and down this way, depending on where stuff comes in. I'm pretty much in a big flat open field here now, so I'm not worried too much about the up and down tip. Whatever's coming in here is going to be coming in off that back field edge over there, and it's pretty much flat. So I've got about, I don't know, I'm looking at about 250-ish yards from here to the end of the field, and I'm going to get tucked back in here underneath this little bush here just in a second. But I just wanted to let you know that this FieldPod, I like it. I like it real well, and it fits. It fits in my ground blind, nice and sturdy, right in front of the chair, between the chair and the window. So you can actually use it in your ground blind too, and sit the same way, you know, in your seat, and then rotate it. I haven't tried it up on the bear stand yet, up on the tripod stand, but I can't see why it wouldn't work up there. I don't really need it up there because it does have my tripod stand has a pretty decent shooting rail up there already. But for stuff like this, out here coyote hunting or out in the wide open, if you're just going to nestle down in the edge of the field or whatever you're going to do for the evening, this is great. Super solid. It's all set and ready. If you think that a deer coming in or coyote coming in a certain area, you can get this all up and ready, and then when it's action time, it's action time. So anyway, I hope this review helps you out a little bit, and as always, we're looking for questions, comments, feedback, whatever you got. Go ahead and leave those in the comments down below, but until next time, happy hunting from the MB Wildman channel.